terrorist leader Adam Qasim has escaped from MI5 custody. The most serious failure in the organization's history.
I felt that Spooks was a film trying to get out of the television set. It had all the elements of a film, big in scope, epic in story. It had that feeling, and people always said to me, the reaction was, it's so filmic. So we felt very early on that it would make the transition at some point. We were just in development hell for 10 years, trying to get it made. But so it wasn't a great surprise, and I was very delighted when it came to pass.
It was one of the TV shows that was all through my formative years when I wanted to become an actor. I didn't actually watch it back to front as a series. My brother was very involved with it. Was very, you know, it was one of his very favourite TV shows. So I kind of went to him whenever I needed to know anything about Spooks. But I was encouraged to treat this as a movie, a standalone movie, and to approach it that way by Barrett, the director, and that's kind of what I did. I came to it completely afresh, and I had Peter there if I needed to know anything backstory-wise. I think it was important with this movie, in a lot of ways, that it should have very much appease Spooks fans, and also be a movie in its own right for people who hadn't seen the series. So I guess that's what I was bringing to it in a kind of roundabout way.
Game of Thrones now, which you're in, Kit, it's kind of become synonymous with, you know, the way it offs characters like at will. But I'm wondering, Peter, did you kind of have to remind Kit that you guys did this first?
Spooks set a benchmark with that. They realised very quickly it was a phenomenally powerful dramatic tool to kill one of your heroes. I think the BBC had more complaints than they've ever had. Not quite sure for whether it was for the method of the disposal or just I think people were upset that they'd invested already in a character and they were gone. But we quickly realised that was something we could utilise, and so you never knew as a character whether you were going to make it through to the end of the episode.
Qasim's escape was sanctioned by someone at the very top of the service, by one of the people who asked you to track me down. If you're lying to me, not this time.
It's a Spooks trait to bring back old favourites. Evident in the film, we brought back Hugh Wynne-Jones, who plays Malcolm. Should I say that? I don't know whether that's a trade secret or not. And a couple of others are in there who appeared in the TV show.
Is there room for sequels, you think?
As long as there are those amongst us who would do us harm, I think there'll be interest from an audience. So we'll see.